Are any of the original people still going to be around whenever we get to trial or what? Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, and just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, so we've already known for a while now that Bill Thompson is supposed to be retiring. Doesn't look like he's retiring in the time frame that we were kind of told he was going to retire, if I remember correctly, and please, you can definitely correct me in the comments about this one.
Actually, let me just go ahead and try to clarify this now, because in edit, am like, okay, let me just go and find where it actually says that Bill Thompson is retiring, because we've been hearing that forever. Like, that's been a conversation, a thumbnail, a headline, a title, okay, for like a while. But then I'm going in and I'm looking and I'm not seeing at all where it states that Bill Thompson actually announced his retirement. The only retirement announcement that I'm seeing for somebody named William C. Thompson is a judge in Alabama. So the only other thing that I found was JLR and his messy ass self saying that because William Thompson or Bill Thompson, same thing, is a certain age, it's like natural for him to be retiring sometime soon, which I kind of agree with that. But I think that's where this all came from. I think it literally all stemmed from that video, and then people took it and went stupid without getting any clarification. Now, I could be wrong. I could be the one sounding like a damn idiot, okay? But I'm researching now, and I've been looking around for like a good 20 minutes, and there's no reason why when I type in when is prosecutor Bill Thompson retiring, when is prosecutor Bill Thompson, Moscow, Ohio, retiring, why I'm not getting a definitive yes or no. It's just articles about Thompson. So did he really never even announce his retirement, and it's just been something in our minds this entire time? Because that's a possibility.
Well, now we have Chief Fry now announcing his retirement. And I know that this is like a normal process for people, but people are still asking a bunch of questions because we are not at trial yet for the biggest case that this area has ever seen. The biggest thing that this area has ever seen. And they're not sticking around to see it till the end, which is interesting to me. Okay, so now we're going to go over the press release. This is released from the city of Moscow. Oh, look, I said it right. And it stated on February 20th of 2024. City of Moscow Police Chief announces retirement. City of Moscow Police Chief James D. Fry has announced that he plans to retire from the Moscow Police Department in May of this year. Over a year before they're telling us they're going to actually get to trial. Chief Fry started his public service career as a reserve officer with the Moscow Police Department in 1993 and was hired as a patrol officer in June of 95. During his 29 years of service with the Moscow Police Department, Chief Fry has held the ranks of patrol officer, patrol corporal, patrol and detective sergeant, services and detectives unit lieutenant, campus division captain, and 8 years as the chief of police. That's honestly a crap ton of titles. James is a graduate of the University of Idaho, holding both a bachelor's and master's degree in criminal justice, and is a graduate of the FBI National Academy. Some intense training there. In addition to his service to the Moscow community, Chief Fry was appointed by the Idaho governor to serve on the Idaho School Safety and Security Board in 2016. School safety, huh? Alrighty. The Idaho Peace Officers Standards and Training Council in 2018 and the Idaho Opioid and Substance Use Disorder Advisory Group in 2019. Chief Fry has also served on the Idaho Police Chiefs Accreditation Team as a guest lecturer for the University of Idaho's Justice Studies program and on numerous community nonprofit boards and organizations. It has been my honor to serve and protect the citizens of Moscow and to contribute to the law enforcement profession throughout my career. The Moscow Police Department has embodied the ethos, I honestly don't know how to say that word, ethos, that to whom much is given, much will be required. And we understand the trust that is placed in our officers in serving their community. Okay, I'm just going to pause for a second. What exactly do these people do for their community? Okay, they pop up into these kids, college kids. Okay, because some of these are like still in their teens. All right, some of them might be in their early 20s. Most of these idiots are in the 18, 19 range. All right, they're constantly drinking, constantly throwing parties. Cops are constantly showing up. There's drugs all over the place. And what do these cops do? I'm gonna tell the teacher on you. Get it together. I'm gonna call the dean. If that was out in the real world, they'd be getting cuffed up. That makes no sense. And I've said this from the beginning, watching the body cams, these officers are doing these college kids, these young adults, no good. No good. Because they're thinking that they don't have to actually follow the laws and not be stupid and do all these illegal things because they're just constantly going to get a slap on the wrist. As long as they promise to do better, they're not going to get told on. It's not the way that these people should be being trained about how the real world works. These officers are doing nothing but a disservice to their community, plain and simple, and on my opinion only. He goes on to say, I am confident that the culture, leadership, and personnel that we have developed within the Moscow Police Department will continue. Let's hope not, honestly. And the department will remain the excellent example of professional law enforcement that it is today. Okay, so professional cops like arrest people for doing the things that y'all just say, if you don't stop, I'm going to rat you out to the teacher about. In the real world, those kids would be going to jail. And I understand, okay, why do you want to ruin their college careers by throwing them in jail for drugs? They're just college kids. Okay, well, those college kids that end up doing this kind of stuff end up doing worse stuff later because they're not taught that there's consequences for stupid actions. It's not the way things should be. Chief Fry has served our community for nearly 29 years, and throughout it all, he has served as a shining example of professional community policing that is reflected throughout all aspects of the Moscow Police Department. Honestly, there's so many channels out there that have already dug up dirt on this police department, all the SA charges, all the corruption, all the Brady Gigolo violations, all the bullshittery. Okay, I'm not even going to go into it here. Give it a goog. You'll find it all just real fast. The community will be forever in debt for the steady and capable guidance of his department. I'm sorry. This is laughable. I can't do this. Over the next few weeks, the city will begin the process for the selection and appointment of the city's next police chief. Who do you think it's going to be? Who do you guys think it's going to be? Is it going to be Rosenthal? Is it going to be one of the other ones that's in question for being corrupt and dumb in this whole Idaho 4 situation? Who do you think is going to get the vote, guys? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you think about him retiring before we even get to trial. I mean, seriously, he could stick it out for another year. There's no reason for him not to, unless there's a reason for him not to. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. If you like the way that I present my information and give my opinion, please not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Go out and do some good today. See y'all.